Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, The Revenant. Fucking awesome. I saw it today. About, like, I don't know. I saw it at, like, noon. And it's fucking, like, 9:30 right now. Because I had to walk there. Like, like, I walked to the... It was, like, a 6 mile walk. No, 10. It was a 10 mile walk. It was, like, 5 miles both ways. Yeah. It was a big deal. And, like, then I just got home and I had to take a nap. Like, I felt... Because not only was I fucking super exhausted from like walking, but also The Revenant is a fucking exhausting movie, but in a good way. It's like, you know what I mean. One of those films where you watch it and you're like, oh fuck, now what am I gonna do with the rest of the day? It's that kind of a fucking feeling. It's really fucking cool. There's yeah, I'm not gonna get it all out here. I just want to give you guys the heads up about how cool this is because a lot of people might not actually see this movie. Like there are a few people out there who are gonna be like, "What? It's like old timey," or like but it's worth it though. Like it's a period piece, but it's a period piece that's like a lot of people are gonna be able to fucking relate to this. There's a lot of bad news shit that happens in this movie, like pretty much the whole thing is fucking Leonardo DiCaprio just getting his ass kicked for like 2.5 hours. Like so much bad shit happens to him in this, and it's kind of one of those situations when, like, you think things are getting good, and he's like, okay, nice, because it's all about like this John Glass dude or whatever. Like he nearly gets eaten by a bear, and then they fucking bury him alive at one point, and they just kind of assuming like so this one guy can like get out. It's Tom Hardy's character is awesome. His name's like Fitzgerald, I think, or Fitzsimmons. Now I can't remember. It's been like 9 hours. I'm gonna have to look it up for like the long form discussion of which is probably gonna be like pretty long. But that'll be after this. I'll post that like tomorrow or later, super later on tonight. I'm sure you don't really care about it, so whatever. But here's the yeah. So he almost gets eaten by a bear, but before that, there is like, because it's all about like this freaking like weird group of like fur trappers who are just kind of like an army of like beaver fighters. And they just go out like and professionally like just kill loads of beavers. And I didn't really realize that was the way like beaver hunting was done in the day, like in 1820. I thought it was kind of like a more like laid back kind of an organization, but like these guys are like highly organized, like beaver murder squad experts, right? So they go out in this boat and they're trying to catch beavers and stuff, and they get attacked by a ton of natives, which then that scene is fucking intense and crazy. And they do it in like, I think there's only like 3 cuts in that whole scene. There's only like maybe like 3 or 4 edits. They do like the Birdman style camera work where it's like following people around, like zooming in and out of like different shit. You know what I mean? Like it'll zoom in when somebody's like being strangled or something like that. It'll like zoom like right on their face, so you can get like the fucking like terror eyes and shit as they're being killed, or like somebody, or like when people are like running from shit, it'll zoom out like really far and like follow them and like pan and just like it'll like I think it's got to be on a steady cam because sometimes they pan around and sometimes they dolly. You know what I mean? So it's probably like they probably orchestrated like a whole bunch of stunts at once and just filled them with like one guy like running around. I would assume anyway. It looks really fucking cool no matter what they did. Anyway, this movie's awesome. It's bad news vibes all the way. Uh, Kind of relates a little bit to like the whole acid western subgenre, which it's not exactly an acid western though. So I wouldn't lump it in with stuff like El Topo or like Greaser's Palace or anything like that, but it's got the same vibe. It's kind of got like a Dead Man vibe almost. Like Dead Man, like I definitely felt some a field in England going on because it's like really weird. There's some like kind of weird hallucinatory dream sequences that are fucking awesome. At one point, a bird does fly out of somebody's gunshot wound, which is totally Holy Mountain. So good job. Uh, whatever the name of this director is, Inarritu, Alejandro Inarritu. God damn it, I can never remember. Like, the super unprofessional of me. I can't fucking remember the name. I'll look it up later. Oh, you know, we know who it is. You know who it is. It's in the credits. Inarritu. It's weird. It's like a Spanish name, but I think, right? It's like there's so many like accents and fucking. It's got that little wavy thing on it. The is that an enye? I think they're called. It makes things go like yeah, you know, like you know what I mean. It like there's a whole bunch of different. It's a different language that I don't speak. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Dude's from Mexico, so it's probably Spanish, right? But yeah, it's an awesome movie. I do have a few complaints with it, but I'm not gonna like get into them here. This is just a complete, probably like 7 minute long rambling endorsement. Yeah, everything's cool. It's very exhausting. You'll definitely like feel like cold while you're watching this, like because everybody's just like wet and in the snow all the time and like bleeding out of their various parts. Like DiCaprio, his character gets so fucked up. He gets like eaten by a bear, and he's getting chased around by these fucking angry native guys. They think like his little beaver hunter army or whatever like kidnapped one of the ladies, and they're all mad about it. So that's the whole reason they're like chasing people around and fucking them up. And yeah, Tom Hardy's really good, super sympathetic villain. And like once again, I'll get into that a little bit more in the long form because there are a few things about that I'm kind of iffy about. Like I think a lot of it is just like Tom Hardy being like a really really good actor. But yeah, man. So see this shit if you want to see fucking Leonardo DiCaprio get brutalized for 2.5 hours, because that's totally what it's about. A lot of lost limbs, a lot of getting shot in the neck, a lot of stabbing. You know, super violent, super spooky. There's like a lot of weird, spooky dream sequences and weird shit going on. It's definitely like they keep the intensity up the whole time, which is crazy because it's like 2.5 hours. But you're pretty much, you know, they use it like really well. Like a lot of the people, like as I was leaving the theater, a lot of people were complaining about how long it was. They're like, it was okay. It was really really long though. But it wasn't too long. It was just long enough. It was as long as it fucking needed to be. It wasn't any longer. Like at the plot ends at the end of the movie. There's no denouement, nothing. Just fucking like an eyeball close up and it's out. Like that's all it is. There's no like 3 endings. You know what I mean? Like a lot of movies, they don't know when to fucking end it. They just like talk about shit forever and they never actually end the thing. So, but this one just it ends right there. So, and this review is gonna end right now. So go see The Revenant, definitely.